Hello and welcome to the B1 Business Visitor Visa Application Self-Assessment video brought to you by ImmigrationEase.com, where affordable, professional quality immigration case preparation is made as easy as 1, 2, 3. Before we dive into the assessment, please click the pause button on our disclaimer, and then resume the video as soon as you're done. So, you're interested in applying for a B1 Business Visitor Visa application at a U.S. consulate or embassy. Well, step 1 in the process is to find out if you qualify for a business visitor visa in the first place. So without further delay, let's begin the assessment. The first question you need to ask yourself is, are you interested in entering the United States for a temporary business purpose? The key terms here are temporary and business purpose. So of course you should show that your time in the United States is going to be for a temporary basis, meaning less than 6 months for your immediate trip. And it has to be for a business purpose. So that's the other question. What is a business purpose? So let me just kind of read out some business purpose, acceptable business purposes. One would be to attend business meetings. Another, consult with business associates, or negotiating contracts, or interviewing and hiring staff, or purchasing or inspecting goods or materials, or engaging in commercial transactions. Another possibility would be making investments. So if you're interested in purchasing a business and you want to inspect that business and then make the investment, you can come to the United States for that purpose. Professional training. So if you need to gain some kind of training that might not be available in your home country and you want to come to the United States, even if it's available in your home country, but you just want to come to the U.S. for some training, you can come to the United States for that purpose, for professional training. If you're in the United States to solicit services for your business, that is also a possibility. That's also going to give you a chance to apply for a business visa. If you're going to be at a trade show, if you're going to either exhibit or attend an important trade show, you can do that as well and apply for a B1 visitor visa. If you're going to be lecturing or being involved in a speaking engagement, even if that's at a college or a university, you can apply for a business visitor visa. If you're going to be installing equipment or servicing something for a client, for equipment that's sold by a non-US company, meaning a foreign company, that has been sold to a United States buyer, and you need to service that equipment, you can come to the United States for that purpose. If you're going to be taking orders for a product that you made abroad or that a company made abroad, you can do that. You can come to the United States for that purpose as well. If you're also going to inspect equipment that you plan to purchase, that is also a possibility. Another possible purpose could be researching for the benefit of a non-United States institution. So if you're working for maybe a university in Tokyo, Japan, and you're going to be in the United States, and you're doing research for the benefit of that institute and not an institute in the United States, you can come to the United States as well. And of course, if you're seeking investment, if you're seeking venture capital, angel investors, you can, and you're going to present your ideas to investors in the United States, that's another possibility. And if your interest in the United States does not match anything that I've already discussed, but it's similar, you might be able to apply for a business visitor visa. So those are some of the business purposes. And I want to show you something that's going to help you as well. This is travel.state.gov/pdf/businessvisa.pdf. This is a PDF file that is issued by the Department of State, and it basically shows what are some of the purposes, and it gives a more high-level explanation of some of the acceptable purposes and the limitations of each of those. And I want to show you how I found this actually, just so if you want to find it yourself, you can Google search visitor visa application, search that, and then click the first link, visitor visa, business and pleasure. You get to this link on the Department of State website, travel.state.gov, visitor visa, business and pleasure. You go down to the overview and you find business visitor visa B1, and you can click this link. Now, things might change in the future, so the website, it evolves over time. This might not look like what you see at the time when you check it out, but this is basically how you find it. So let's go back to the assessment and go to the next question, which is, will you not be paid any salary or income from a United States-based entity? So remember, you cannot be paid a salary or income. It's pretty simple. It's self-explanatory. No W-2s, no working on a 1099. You're not going to be paid anything from a U.S. source. If you're doing labor in the United States, that's a no-no. That is not an acceptable purpose for a B1 business visitor visa. So that's one way to tell if you're, within the bounds of the visa, that you're not being paid. That's very important. Question number 3. Can you demonstrate that you have intent to return to your home country abroad after your trip abroad? What that means is after your trip abroad from your foreign country, meaning when you're coming to the United States. So you have to demonstrate intent to return home, because you can be rejected under 214B. INA 214B is kind of a catch-all. When they feel that you don't have enough ties to your home country, they can say, sorry, we're not going to give you the visa. So what are some of the pieces of evidence you can use to show that you have intent to return home? Well, if you have a job waiting for you, a job letter would help. If you have a business of your own in your foreign country, you can show business accounts and a profile of your business. If you have a permanent address in your home country, you can also show that. Or if you're renting out a property, you can show you have a long-term lease. If you have a family unit well established back home, you got kids maybe, they're going to school, you can provide evidence of these things to show that you have ties to your home country. Now, if you don't have any of these, you don't have much proof of ties to your home country, then there's a chance that your B1 business visitor visa application will be rejected. So that's basically the assessment here. We went through 3 self-assessment questions, but if you're still not sure if you can demonstrate that you qualify for a B1 visitor visa, you might not have answered yes to all these questions, or maybe you have a maybe answer to some of these questions. If you're still not sure, the best thing to do, of course, is to set up a paid consultation with a qualified immigration attorney. Okay, so this completes the B1 Business Visitor Visa Application Self-Assessment. If you have concluded that you qualify for such a visa and you wish to prepare the application, we recommend that you purchase our do-it-yourself kit for this particular visa. And since it's an audio-visual guide where we will include or direct you to all of the required materials to prepare your application, you'll never miss a step or be confused. We're confident that you're going to find our kits to be the easiest to follow and most effective kits available on the market. However, if you're still at this point unsure, again, as I mentioned, whether or not you qualify to apply for a B1 business visitor visa application at a consulate or an embassy, and you have more questions, then we recommend that you arrange a consultation with an immigration attorney by calling the phone number listed below.